What is so hard about hearing a woman say, I have to work too? I am tired as well. It's not degrading. I'm tired. I am exhausted. I've been having to deal with stuff all day as well as you.
Go to
What
sleep and
is
get
it
your ass up
about
and
a
watch it later.
woman's anatomy that makes you think that we have this special burst of energy that you don't have that makes us walk in the house and be like, man, I really want to make this house smell like pine sol right now. Like, what's in the it's not degrading. What is degrading is that when women stay home and they are stay at home mothers or wives, and you do not see their labor in the home as equal to yours, that is degrading. That is devaluing her because that labor is just as important as your labor that it takes to make money, because her labor produces the things needed to make you comfortable at home, just like the things that you do at your job produces the money that makes it comfortable for her to be at home. That is when women feel degraded. That is when you devalue a woman's labor. That is where that comes from. But I want men to stop thinking that women are going out here and getting these jobs and getting these careers because, like, we want to compete with men. The country literally tells us if you do not work, you do not eat, and you will be homeless. What
Well, I think
the
y'all are
fuck
over
is wrong
exaggerating
with
that as
y'all's
well.
brain that tells you that a woman wants to get up and just listen? I want to work my whole life away. No American wants to do that, but capitalism says get your stupid ass up and go get an education or some training and go get a job so you can make some money. Otherwise, you're going to be on Skid Row somewhere begging for money. We're not competing with you. We are just trying to survive just like you. It's dumb.
And it's not even a matter of survival. I think a lot of y'all on this panel lying like shit. A
Okay, that's
lot of y'all are living above y'all means. Y'all want these crazy ass lifestyles, and then now y'all want to use the excuse that both of y'all got to make an income. I just went back to Alabama. I visited Mississippi not too long ago this year, and there's people that's living together, and they don't even make a fraction of what y'all making, and they making it work. I think y'all don't. Whenever y'all say that, oh, both of y'all have to work, y'all are not compensating for all the frivolous bullshit expenses that y'all accommodate yourself with for the lifestyle you want. If we really dissect this thing, I guarantee you, a lot of y'all rent and mortgages is over 40% of y'all income. And challenge me if I'm wrong. Bo, you even told your life story on here, so you might not even want to start. You
Well,
you
well,
you don't even want, and I'm not gonna even go
I
there.
don't want to start what? What don't I want to start?
I'm not gonna even go there.
What am I not wanting to start? Let's start. Let's start.
No,
Actually,
because
press the start button. Somebody press the start button. Let's start. What you need to say?
well, y'all had an
round
issue
one.
with getting out of
Right.
your granddaddy's house, where y'all could have just went into another apartment and it literally broke your marriage. I mean, just stuff like that. That's a
That
matter
did
of a
not break my
lifestyle
marriage.
choice that is
You know
unnecessary.
one story. You
Uh,
know one situation.
well, how many situations do I need more than one? Like all of that, I think that
You
would
would need
suffice.
full context to know why that marriage really failed.
I think you gave us enough. I think we sit up here for 4 5 hours dissecting that thing,
You
and
know
then another.
one situation that happened. That was not what
But
broke.
regardless of the fact, but can we at least agree that more often than not, especially here in the United States, uh, if a person makes 50,000 a year, they probably spend 100,000 a year. They spend damn near double what their income. If we really want to be honest on how we're using our money to try to use this bullshit excuse that both people don't got to work, I've seen people come in this country from different countries that don't got shit, and they work and they living in the same house making that thing work, and all they got is a Netflix subscription. All the other shit is turned off. But we gotta have Prime. We gotta have fucking BET Plus. We gotta have Peacock, Tubi, and all this other shit. We gotta have a fucking Amazon Kindle account so we can read all these sage books and all. Like, come on, man. Like,
Darwin,
let's
do
be
all of
honest
those
about
people in
this
the family
lifestyle
work?
thing.
But all of those people in the family work, correct?
But still,
But that was the argument.
It's in the same
Do all of
household.
them work, or is just the man and the women get to stay at home? Because that was the argument.
all of my argument is that
No,
depending
not
on
your
the
argument. What
demographics,
was the main
depending on the
argument?
location, you can actually live under one income. Y'all
We're
just
not
don't
talking
want to
about
live
location.
like that.
We're talking about in general in the United States of
In
America.
the United States,
In general, in the United
even
States,
people who
you
come
can
over
live under
here,
one household, one man working. Y'all women just don't want to live like that.
that's not even how the
Y'all are
foreigners
spoiled
do
shit.
it.
That's
All
a
of them work. Even if they don't have a lot, all of them work. Everybody got to work. That's just what it is.
Yep.
If you want to live comfortably,
Anybody,
everybody
is
got to work.
anybody here
Now,
from
if you want to
South?
live in a trailer park up the street, that's your life. And that's what you want to do.
What's wrong with
Maybe
that?
you can live off of that one income
What's
for
wrong
the
with that?
average person. But if you want to live a
What's wrong with a
comfortable,
double wide?
average,
Anybody
I'm
ever heard
talking
of a
about
double
not
wide,
even
single
going
wide
on
trailer?
trips all the time, regular life where you could just pay for the things you need to pay for and sustain
That
a
let
good
me know y'all
lifestyle. Both
spoiled.
people need to work. Like, that's not a lie. That's reality.
Y'all spoiled,
I
man.
think
Anybody
you're
from the
lying
South on here?
with this
Anybody from the
whole
South?
idea that doesn't have to
Anybody
happen.
live in the backwoods in the country? You ever seen a single wide trailer?
Bro, ain't nobody
Yes,
trying to
I've
live in
seen
no
the single
backwoods
wide
trailer,
trailer.
man.
I've seen that some trailers look nice. That's what I said. That's up to them. I've
Get
seen that. My aunt,
you a
I
single
had a
wide, double
aunt
wide
that lived
trailer,
in
go down
Texas.
south, Arkansas,
Yes.
Alabama, Mississippi, and call it a day on
Do you live in
45, 50K.
Mississippi? Where you live? Because I live in
We
Chicago.
don't even live in no backwood trailer in Mississippi. There's a
Thank
reason
you.
for that. I don't even know
I
why you
don't
sitting up
live
there
there.
capping.
I live in
You don't want
Chicago.
to live in no trailer.
You making my point, Sweeney. You the key word. I
You
don't
don't
want
want
to
to live
live
in
in
no.
no trailer. That's the whole
Most
point I'm making.
Americans don't,
It's a
Most
Darwin.
American
matter
don't want
of
to live in a
it's a
trailer.
matter of what you want to do. It's not a matter of you can't. So
Bro,
this notion that
living in
we
a trailer
cannot
is not
live
an
under
American life.
one
Live,
person's household is
Bruiser,
false. It's
Bruiser,
that you
living in,
don't
Come on
want
now.
to do it.
You're
Bruiser,
being unrealistic and you're
hold
lying to
on,
yourself
Okay, all
because
right.
nobody
hold on,
wants
wait.
to. Most people don't want to live like that.
Living in a trailer is not an American life. That's the reason why. No American dream is, oh man, we live in a double wide trailer. It's considered poor for a reason. That's what severely poor
You're
people
making
live.
my point.
Bro, no, it's you're talking about when people grow up in this country, they want to live the American dream. Nobody's American dream is living in a
You're still making. You're actually tripling down on my point.
bro, I'm not making
You
your
have
point.
this fantasy of how you want to live. You're
Bro, hold
making my
on.
point that it's
Bro,
not a matter if you can't live it. You can't
bro,
live together under one household where a man is a provider and is maybe a frugal lifestyle. It's that you don't want to do it.
bro, here's the thing. That's not the American dream. Nobody
Man, I
wants to
wish y'all
live in
could
a
see how I
trailer.
lived whenever
That's the same. And you
I
and
was
you
young,
made
boy.
and you made money to get out of that. Nobody said you didn't stop at trailer and say, you know what? This is exactly where I should be. This is the American dream. To live in a double
This
wide trailer
that
with
that
my wife in the
the issue
backwoods of
wasn't
Alabama.
the issue wasn't where I was living in the lifestyle. The issue I had was that the women ran the men off. And the women
That's
chose
not what that's
government.
not
Hold on. The women chose government system to keep the groceries and the lights on.
that's not true.
They wasn't even living on 40K. They was living on fucking, hey, cuz, can you claim my kids? On some shit like that.
How does the
Y'all,
conversation keep
y'all,
coming
y'all
back
are
to
so
that one
bougie.
point?
Y'all are so
Can we
bougie as
ever
hell.
leave government assistance out of the conversation? Can we ever have a conversation where that is not brought up? I don't know why you all
I'm
use
sorry
it as
that's
a
the trigger
means
for
to
you.
degrade and demean people. But
What did the government do for you?
what is wrong with
Darwin, it's
having
actually
a
a trigger for you. That's why
conversation?
you
Hey, I
always
did have
bring
another
it up.
question. I did have another question for you guys. Go ahead and get this question in.
Double wide trailer. What the hell wrong with this man?
Are men less respected today because women are more independent?
Absolutely. And that goes back to
Just showcase
what we were
that.
saying earlier with the gender roles, because women have said, okay, well, look, I'm helping, I'm taking care of these bills, I'm contributing more. You're going to have to compensate for other things. That's pretty much what was conveyed just now. or at least that's what we heard. And if that's not what you meant, then, and everyone understood it as such, then it could be the communicator. So, and it's not just here. I hear this from many women, and we see it, that women just don't value men, right? And it's not to say that there aren't some vast improvements that men can do, because there are certain things that we should do. I do believe that there are some men who provide less utility than their fathers, and certainly our grandfathers did. And it's something we have to work on. I make sure that my son know how to change a tire. I make sure that he know how to cook and everything, right? I make sure my daughter knows how to do all that stuff too. So whereas no matter what it is, if they are in a position to where they have to survive, they can handle it. However, they do understand that there are some things that are more suitable for men and some things that are more suitable for women. Dishes, I mean, that's trivial to me. I think that can go kind of anyway. I don't think that dishes per se, I don't do dishes, but I'm not saying that a man who does dishes necessarily is feminine, right? There's a lot of people who have that as literally their career, as or job at least, to wash dishes. So you got to get with your particular spouse and figure out what it is that you're going to do. But functionality wise, I would certainly say that the heavy lifting should be done by the man, and the things that are easy to do, we normally leave to the women.